Welcome to the Truth Network podcast, a space for clarity, alignment, and real conversations that shape minds and future. Today's first episode sets the foundation. Our first guest is the mind behind the network itself, Tryon. And with me today is Usman Shamaniel Aisha.
Hello, everyone. I wanted to ask you a question. Truth Network. Why did you create the Truth Network, and what are you actually trying to achieve with this network?
Yeah. So, Truth Network wasn't really something I planned from the beginning. I was just thinking to myself, I've seen people achieve just quite some good amount of goals in their lives, and I've also seen some young people trying to replicate the same thing that those people have achieved in their lives. So I was thinking, how can we really connect these two dots? Then I thought of it, why not actually start a social media movement that would enlighten our youth, trying to empower them, trying to make them understand the true values of doing business. You understand?
So basically a one-stop shop for
Something like that.
so you come to.
That's right. Something like that.
Oh, that's amazing. And you often say real trust is born from alignment. What does alignment actually mean in real life and in market?
Okay, when I say alignment, if you stop somebody on the street now and you ask him alignment, you might think you are talking about alignment and wheel balancing. That's not the alignment we are talking about, but it's the same word though. So alignment, how I see it is, what I mean by it is, for example, if you align yourself emotionally, mentally with God, you understand, and you are trying to achieve something, as long as you don't lie to yourself, then you are going to achieve what you set yourself to achieve. I believe in that. I've seen it happen, and I'm a life story. You understand?
Okay, so I understand. So what you're trying to say is this alignment situation, or to be in a state of alignment, you have to align yourself with God
Yes.
first.
Yes. When I say yes, align yourself with God, it can have multiple meanings. But let me see how I can make it the easiest way for somebody to understand. So when I say alignment, for example, is, you might be living your life, you might be doing certain things, you understand, and then you will think to yourself, this thing I'm doing, is it really, really worth it? You might answer yourself that it's not worth it, but tomorrow you still continue doing the same thing. That means you're misaligned. But that means you're aligned to yourself. But as long as you tell yourself the truth, and then you know that you're talking about what that alignment to God means, then I think you're good to go.
So essentially being aligned with your purpose.
Something like that, exactly.
I just said you have
Exactly.
as long as you're aligned to truthness.
Exactly.
Okay, I see. That's amazing. So, many people chase money. So, still around the whole alignment thing. And a lot of people chase money because first it's money.
Yeah.
So they want to work for money, gain money, use that soft money.
Yes, typical Nigeria.
Exactly. What do most people misunderstand about how money actually works?
So, growing up, you see money, you think you already know that money is that paper that you spend and you buy sweet or gum or whatever.
Yeah.
But when you look at money itself, it is not just paper, it is an invention.
Mhm.
Money, there was no money at the beginning of humanity. People before used to trade
Interesting.
something for something. Yeah, exactly. Say by barter, So that means there's value in what somebody has, and let's say if a person A and B are trying to trade something, right?
The value.
Yeah, the exchange of value. So let's say I have meat and this person has the cereal or has beers, and I'm trying to exchange. I might not be good in this, but this person is good in that. So we exchange that. So I gave him value and he gave me value, right? So think of it as when you create value, right? When you create value, then automatically you have created money. I don't know.
I understand what
Yes.
you're doing.
So money is not just paper. Don't just see it as paper. If let's say you want to make money, right? A lot of money, like everybody wants to make money. Why not you think of, I want to make value. I want to make value. I want to make
mindset.
Yeah, don't say I want to make money. Just think I want to make value. I want to make value. So the more you're emphasizing I want to make value, then you are creating more.
So essentially, easy to earn is in relation to the value that you offer.
God bless.
Okay. So Aisha, I think we're discussing something about consistency a while back. Where it was like, we're saying the problem is people lack consistency nowadays.
Yeah.
And you start something, we won't follow it through.
Yeah.
And you stop it. Like, it's like the whole, I don't know if you see that picture of diamond at the end of
Yes, yeah.
and the person like digging, instead of continue digging, he leaves it. So I want us to quickly discuss consistency and the importance of consistency in business.
So consistency, we discussed, if you follow my Truth Network classes, first term, second term, consistency, I left consistency to be the last chapter 7 in the second term. Yes. Why? Because it's consistency like involves all the chapters from chapter 1 to 6. So at the end of the day, you have learned some certain things, right? Now, if you don't implement consistency, then all that you have learned is just going to go to waste, right? Isn't it? So knowledge is something that you learn, but when not applied consistently, it becomes waste. So you have to actually apply it every time. It's like doing something that nobody is looking, or you are doing it not because somebody is looking, you are doing even though somebody is not looking at you. So that is consistency, and it's like a diamond.
Yeah, it's like this.
Yes.
So the followers of the Truth Network are called truth seekers.
Yeah, truth seekers.
So, okay, I want you to leave us with, we're all truth seekers.
Yes.
So what advice do you have for every truth seeker out there? And everybody should be a truth seeker.
Yes. So, we discussed alignment, right?
Yeah.
So alignment means if you are aligned, then probably that is the reason why you found my page, because you are aligned. You understand. Then when you come and see my page, you understand that, okay, there is some things that maybe you need to change in your life. Maybe you need to implement to make something work for yourself. So if I'm going to say, if I'm going to live like you asked, if I'm going to live one thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. I would actually tell them to always tell themselves the truth. Yes. Because, that conversation that you're having in your mind, always, yes, then this one will say something says, then you know that this is truth, and then you end up doing opposite of it. You get?
Yeah.
So I think that itself is what we keep repeating within alignment. So I think I will tell the truth seekers to always keep aligned in a way that benefits them.
Okay. So what I'm taking from this conversation is, firstly, you must be aligned to your purpose.
Yes.
You must hold
purpose. We discussed purpose in chapter. Purpose was first chapter 7, I think. Yes. So because that is where everything starts. If you don't have a purpose in life, then it's like you are just a zombie.
Real.
You understand? So purpose is like a first step. So
yes, like the foundation.
Yeah, the foundation.
Purpose is the foundation. You're you always tell yourself the truth.
Yes.
Hold consistency in everything you do.
Yes.
So those are like the 3 foundational blocks that start getting you on the right path.
Yeah, not just those things, because if you look at the second one, for example, the first two was traditional versus digital asset. Yes. So why did I wanted to discuss that? So if you look at where we are now, right? I think in our generation, a lot of things are changing.
Yeah.
But you might not really know that these things are changing. You might be doing business in a traditional way that you think is okay. But the world is behind you is changing. The world is becoming digital. Very soon, everybody is going to have a digital wallet, is going to have a digital card or something. That's where we're going, because basically if you check the trends and everything, that's where we're going. So that is digital assets. When I say digital assets, yeah, exactly. Then also, second term was we discussed transparency, integrity, accessibility.
Like the key principles for business.
Yes, are those values that you have. For example, if you want to achieve something great. So my whole mindset is to give the youth or the young people some certain basic knowledge that, if implemented, can actually lead you to where you want to go in life now. So, yeah.
That's amazing. So from what I collect, right, tell yourself the truth. Don't lie to yourself.
Oh, like, yes.
Don't try.
Yes.
Just tell yourself the truth.
So, you don't peer pressure. You don't peer pressure. Like, when you're in that stage, whatever your friend is doing, you think it's cool, you want to do it.
Yeah.
But why?
Everybody's journey.
Yes, different, exactly.
And that also leads us to purpose, because something treat you eventually
find your purpose.
Yeah. And then stick to whatever it is, because there's something that I've realized, that when you tell yourself the truth, or when you have a nagging voice under your head to do something, right? You have like the inner inspiration to do something.
Yeah.
And you don't act on it. You feel like something is missing. And a lot of times they use you, and sometimes it still comes back. Like the inspiration still comes back.
Yeah.
And that consistency to carry through is also something that supports.
That is also a value that when you have, just think of it as, okay, there was this game where you have different cards. The more cards you have, the more probability of you winning is. So think of these values as, let's say, a card, right?
Yeah.
So one is transparency, one is integrity, another one is consistency, accountability. So imagine you have all those cards with you. It gives you a winning hand, a better probability of winning. So the more business values you carry along, the more chances of exactly. And you get the message.
Honestly, this was so insightful. I had so much fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a truth seeker and I've been following the Truth Network for a while, but this kind of connected me to the Phoenix thing more.
Yeah.
So all the people online that are with you listening to it, definitely listen to the end, because there are lots of pieces.
Yeah, exactly.
So is there any other thing you would like to add?
So basically, like I told you, Truth Network was not something I planned, but since it has become this, and I think God has a way of making things happen, whether you plan it, whether you don't plan it. So we are here. So we are going to continue Truth Network. Basically, let's say we are going to keep enlightening the youths. We are going to keep empowering them. Basic knowledge that I have implemented in my life, I think we are going to keep doing that. For example, for this podcast, we're going to bring, in the beginning of this conversation, I said I'm trying to connect dots. Somebody that have achieved something and somebody that's trying to achieve something. So we'll continue doing this podcast so that somebody will sit on this seat tomorrow and he will tell his own story. You understand? Then you carry it.
It only gets myself.
Yes. So my story might not really be relevant to you, but somebody else's story you might implement it. So that's just like.
Look, you Tryon, this has been a powerful conversation. The Truth Network isn't just content. It's a structure for thinking and acting with clarity.
Absolutely.
So, and for everyone,
mindset.
and mindset. Yeah. Change in mindset for excellence. For everyone listening, this is just episode 1. We're diving deeper into each chapter with each principle and lessons in the other episodes ahead. Thanks for tuning to the Truth Network podcast. Until next time, seek truth and if build well, stay aligned.
Thank you.
Bye.